was 2 weeks ago. You cannot go on or keep ringing my bell. You disturb me. You must have a key made.
She may have a point there. Anyway, that's Mickey Rooney's character, Mr. Yunioshi, whom critics in the past have called a cringe-inducing stereotype. And Ursula Liang agrees, saying, quote, by screening this film, the organizers are sanctioning the racism it contains and subjecting new audiences, including children and Asian Americans, to a minstrel show of racist ideology. It's 2011. It's New York. Do we still have to fight the hostile, hurtful world of 1961 Hollywood? Well, one of the organizers responded by saying they, quote, recognize that one character is an offensive stereotype, but this does not negate the value of the film as an American classic. Well, speaking of American classic cinema, see, some people might call that catist, but it's not. I think it's pro-cat. Bob, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. This is a strange. I hate cats.
Yeah.
You ever notice they always look like they know more than you do?
Yes, because
Little
they do.
bastards, you got to get rid of them. Why have them around? They get fur balls everywhere. I mean, they're a waste of time. I hate cats.
You hate cats.
Well, I like these guys. I like them. I don't know who that dude was who started out. He's very funny.
So you have never seen the show before?
No, man. When I used to do cocaine, I've been up and would have watched it, but I don't do it anymore, so I sleep.
Talk to me after the show.
Yeah, you don't have to go far to find a re-up.
I know. I got the 8-ball pickup, you know. I know more about that drug than all of you combined. Believe me.
Actually, I'll talk to you after the show.
Okay, fine.
Is that, but speaking of it, that your real nose?
No, it's the third one. But that's a very personal thing, you know. They keep.
You brought it up.
No, it's they just do an insert. You know why? Because if I didn't have it, I talk like you.
Yes. We haven't even gotten to the story yet. I forgot what it was.
I don't even remember.
All right, so 1961, this movie was out. It's a classic. Should we shun old movies in which their sensibilities might not fit ours today?
Fit ours today?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
I mean, Christ, go around cable at night, and you're gonna. No, I mean, I don't. Look, I'm a liberal, and I'm worried about politically correct things most of the time. I can get away with saying things that you can't say, but I mean, what's the big deal? I don't get it. I mean, I know Mickey Rooney personally. He's a former drunk, a nice guy. He is. You know, he got his name Mickey by Walt Disney, named him Mickey.
Really?
That's true. A true story. But it's a long story. It's not worth going through. But
No, wait a second. Bob, Walt Disney named the mouse Mickey.
No. He asked Mickey, whatever his name was, Edward Rooney, whatever he was, when his mother took him to California to become a child star, he wandered into Disney, and there was Walt Disney showing him this new mouse. He's Mortimer Mouse. That was what he was called. And Mickey Rooney said, you ought to call him Mickey. And he said, that's a good idea. And then he adopted the name Mickey.
Wow.
That's a true story.
Do you believe that, Andrew?
Yes, because I'm just so psyched that you're here and that we're able to discuss Mickey Mouse. We never talked about anything like this on the show, and I've been here like, what, 20 times?
Yes, you have.
You know, my kid made me listen to your music last night because he was appalled that I didn't keep up with your music. It was fine.
Okay, thank you.
It was fine. Really, it's.
Thank you. That means a lot. Because you
good.
obviously understand and have had more fun than most people get in many lifetimes.
Well, I forgot my 30s. That's the problem. I've
entire
lost
10 years.
Yeah, and I managed the presidential campaign in the course of it, which was even more amazing.
Okay, we're going to get back to that in the D block.
Yeah,
Masa, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're still here.
So
hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Masa, if it was a bad movie, no one would come. But it's a classic film, so everybody's going to go see it. Should they leave it? Should they leave it the way it is, or should they erase that scene or dub it or something?
They should leave it the way it is. If you ban this film, I mean, there's so many films that contain racial stereotyping for comic relief or for so many other reasons. Then you have to ban Borat because it offends the people of Kazakhstan. You have to ban the movie 300. The Persian community was up in a roar. It makes us look violent. You have to ban mafia films because it makes Italian Americans look bad. So
we'd have no movies.
We'd be watching Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Let me clue you in.
No, we wouldn't.
Let me clue you in.
And we would be violent and angry. Yes,
This is important. Persians are violent, and Italians are mostly hooked up with the mafia. So there you go.
See,
really,
Keep going. What do you got about Irish?
About the Irish?
I'm Persian.
Not
Do I
much.
seem violent to you?
Huh?
I'm Persian. I'm not violent.
No, not you're
My
not
wife's
violent,
Persian
but
too, and she's very gentle.
Armored dinner
see?
jacket
I'm a
is violent.
sweetheart.
I have a Persian cat who's a sweetheart.
You ought to shoot the son of a.
You hate cats.
He doesn't like
I
cats
can't
anyway.
stand
so.
it. Why does anybody like them? They said they don't sit like dogs do. They don't go get bald. All they do is leave fur balls around. They get up and lick you when you're. I mean, it's just. And then the worst part is when you're hungover, a cat will sit there in your living room and look at you like, I know exactly what your problem is. You're a drunk.
You know, Greg.
You need to get better.
So basically, the cat is your conscience.
No, screw cats, man. I don't know where cats came from, but they should get rid of them. I mean, they should. All of them. They should be banned.
Really?
He did not like this show.
Yes.
Greg, considering Andrew WK's dress code, I'm worried Bob's going to snort him at this point.
Hey, by the way, you didn't tell me that I had to come here and look. I should have worn a carpenter's outfit. When I first met him, I thought he was a painter.
That happens a lot for me.
It does?
Butcher, painter, yeah, Mr.
You might find this hard to believe, but I used to have hair as long as yours because that was back in the 70s. But it was, it's come around, I see. Either that or your records aren't doing well and you haven't been able to get to a stylist. But
A little bit of both.
Okay.
So, breakfast with Tiffany's.
Yes.
Yes.
Bill, as a boy, you idolized Holly Golightly. Why?
Because I am her. I don't know where I am right now. I do not know where I am right now. I think the point is that, you know, this is a time capsule. It encapsulates the racial mores of the day.
Yeah.
And if we ignore it, then if we ignore history, then we're doomed to something. I forgot how the old adage goes.
yes, because.
But it's still something to think about.
Yes, it is.
You keep on a serious note here. Let's remember that it wasn't too many years before this movie was done that we were at war with the Japanese.
True.
And it took a long time for people to stop using the word Jap all the time. I mean, let's remember. I wasn't alive, believe it or not, although somebody asked me if I ever covered Calvin Coolidge. But the Pearl Harbor was, my brother was in the movie Pearl Harbor, so I just saw it the other night. But there was a lot of animosity towards Japanese Americans. There were. I mean, if you don't like it, if you're sensitive, don't take your kids to the damn thing, right?
Right.
It's not like it's going to be on television, right?
No.
What the hell with it? Why are we talking about it?
Classic movie.
Well, they sometimes do show the
television.
movie on TV. They do show the movie on TV.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
You know, I'm told Glenn Beck's not going to go. Just not because of the movie. Not
Just because
of the
something
movie.
hurts
Yeah.
your feelings doesn't mean that you can cancel it out of existence.
Exactly.
Okay? You want to be stronger
Does that
than
include
that.
Glenn Beck?
Well, he hurts
I'm
his own
sorry.
feelings. I think he hurts his own feelings.
I forgot we're on Fox. Sorry, Raj.
It's okay.
Bob, though you're correct that Mickey Rooney claims he's the one that named Mickey Mouse, Disney historians believe that he's not, how shall I say, telling the truth about that.
I don't agree with the historians. I mean, it was no. I mean, Walt Disney said it was true, so
No,
I
he didn't.
think it.
No,
Yeah,
he
it
didn't.
is. It's probably isn't, but it makes a hell of a good story, man.
It's a fantastic story. It just
Yeah.
happens
So
to
let's keep
not
it
be
going.
true.
Let's not rain on it. Let's let it go.
Sir, it's my job to rain on fun.
You know, I understand that. Actually, you're pretty funny. I must say, you'd be worth getting up and watching at 3 in the morning.
Well, thank you. You know what?
I'd give you an Emmy.
I get all my strength and wisdom from my love of cats, Bob.
You do?
Yes.
Is that before or after you have your daily psychiatric treatment? Is what I'd like to know.
Often during.
Oh, during. That makes sense. Yep, pet rocks and all that.
Calms me down and stops the bad things from getting
There are
into
other
my
things to do
brain.
to calm yourself down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, drugs. I can't do them anymore, but you still can.
If that's not a PSA, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Do you,
That's a real. There you go.
do you have any left over?
Hundreds. Thousands. No, I don't anymore. You know, as a matter of fact, I got to tell you something. No, I won't tell it right now. This is your segment. Go right ahead.
No, please.
Well, I was just going to say that I locked away a whole kilo of cocaine in a safe deposit box with $25,000 in case I had to get it, and I can't find it. It's been 12 years, and I can't find the frickin' box. It's in a bank. Some bank. I don't remember where it is. It's a true story. I don't have the key.
We need a shot of Bill here because he's got to be crying.
Is that during the 30 year, your 30s?
No, this was like a year before I got clean.
Which is what?
Well, you're very personal, aren't you? It was January 20th, 2000.
I like when you say it's personal after you tell us about this. You can't get any more personal than that.
Well, yes, you can.
We have to get on this. We have to retrace your snorts and find this thing.
This isn't in
Son,
search
you
of.
ain't got enough time to reach this much.
Actually,
This is like a great
actually, he
documentary.
does.
We've got to find that box.
I'm telling you, if
Cancel
anybody
Griddle
knows
out
where it
loud.
is,
Okay,
please.
Bob's Box.
I want to listen to. I love this. Go ahead.
This is the most motivated I've seen Bill in the 4.5 years I've known him. It's amazing. Masa, getting back to the story vaguely, Ursula Liang isn't trying to get this film banned. You kept bringing up the word banned. She's not trying to get it banned.
She's trying to get it boycotted at that really fun thing where everyone in New York goes and watches movies outside.
But that's not a ban.
That's not a ban, you're right. Thanks for the correction, but let's get back to the issue, which is that Bob is not a lovable liberal. He is somebody that I'm going to go after every chance I get from now on.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't realize that was the issue.
Where did that come from?
Sorry, Bob.
I don't know, man, but they all carry sharp knives, these Persians, so I'm worried now.
You're not lovable, Bob.
Yes, I am.
Not dull knives.
Not tonight.
You know, I have a lot of fun. You know the reason I talk about drugs and alcohol? I work with alcoholics a lot. I can't stand them. God, I mean, if I was like that, man, when I was drinking, I probably was. But I do it for two reasons. One, I think it's important for people who are alcoholics and drug addicts who have finally found another life to say that, so a lot of people get in touch with me about it. And the other is that the right wing, if they found out, would put it all out over the internet anyway. So I figured I preempt them all.
Yeah, that's like it's like what Obama did with his book, where he talked about the cocaine. If you get it out there, no one goes after it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, very smart. Bill does that every night. He puts it out there on the bar every night.
You know, what I'm doing is playing a role, America.
Yes, exactly.
Just look at him and see if you believe that.
Yeah, exactly. You know very well. So how do you like doing the 5 so far?
I think the 5 is great. I mean, it really is. It's a different kind of show. I mean, it doesn't have a host, which is good. As this show might we benefit from. I didn't get to know you until the 5. I think you are, and I mean this with all sincerity. You are one of the funniest, easy people to work with. The only problem is if they let us get away with it.
Yes.
We're going to take that show so far over the cliff, man, that it's going to be. It couldn't make it on Ron Jeremy's network. I mean,
you told.
Who, by the way, is a friend of mine. Hey, Ron, how are you?
He's probably like this. Hey, how's it going? Anyway,
don't make fun of my friend Ron.
Yeah.
He's giving you hours of entertainment.
he was on this show and he wasn't wearing any underwear.
I'll tell you a fast story about this.
Maybe boxers.
I'm out with Hannity at one of his concerts. You know, he does those concerts to raise money for kids who died in Afghanistan, for fathers died in Afghanistan and Iraq. And Ron Jeremy's there. The lead singing group was, Leonard Skinner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ron Jeremy is a guest. So Hannity, somebody says, would you take a picture with Ron Jeremy? And Hannity's so sensitive to any of that stuff. And I walk backstage, and there he is next to Ron Jeremy. I said, hold it! Hold it, Hannity! Do you have any idea who that is? He said, no, who is it? I said, 15,000 X-rated movies. So I had to take him outside. I literally had to take Ron outside. So I'm a big fan of yours, and we know each other, and you can't do that with this guy because you'll ruin his career. Yeah. So, but I'd be happy to have a picture taken with you.
You'd have more than a picture taken with him.
Well, no, not so.
You have a good. You worked. I think it was like the first Fox talk show with Tony Snow, right?
Yeah. We had the very first show on Fox Broadcast before Fox Cable.
Yeah.
It was called Off the Record, and it won an Emmy, and then they took us off the air. But the demographics were a problem because we followed cops and we were before America's Most Wanted. So we didn't exactly have the lead-in we needed. You know?
But didn't Tony help you a lot?
Oh yeah, he was great. I mean, it's one of the people that I sadly, it's just a sad thing. I love him. We gave a speech in Hawaii once. We had to fly overnight to get there. And I was so hungover. Yeah. And I thought it was the day before our speech. It was the day of the speech. It was an hour. And Tony had gone and written my speech for me, including all the shots I gave at him.
No, that's great.
Yeah, and some of my jokes better than when I told him. I miss him. He was a wonderful, wonderful human being. So he was the co-host on that show.
Why did you come to Fox?
Because I couldn't find work anywhere else. No. I came to Fox. I'll tell you, it's a true and sad story. I got into a situation where I literally got extorted by a bunch of people for $50,000, and I went to work with the cops undercover to try to catch them. It turns out they were extorted. This was a prostitution ring, which I had, believe it or not, the first time didn't actually do anything. And they asked me to set up a woman that they turned her, and the long story short, they busted her, and I thought I had done my civic duty. Next thing I know, I get a call from a reporter saying, you were in a hotel room with this hooker, and I said, wait. Well, the judge says to me, I said, Judge, I got to be able to talk. And he said, you can't, Bob. It's a gag order. And I said, well, if that's the case, I might as well have gotten it while I was there.
Thanks, Bob.